Today we want to look at what our focus should be. In the world which we are, there are myriad things that are trying to distract us from God, from His values, and what is right. And it would take a concerted effort by any individual to keep on the straight and narrow. Or maybe the scripture we'll share this morning would help us in our quest, in our sojourn to keep on the straight and narrow. Please follow me to Philippians 4 at verse 8. Philippians 4 at verse 8. I read. It says, finally, brethren, this is Paul speaking to the Philippian Christians. It says, finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are good or of good report. It says, if there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think on these things. Just like they say that you are what you eat, so also you are what you think, you are what you focus on, you are what you dwell upon. Praise the name of the Lord. And the Bible tells us in Proverbs 4 at verse 23, it says, we should guard our hearts with all diligence, because from it, out of it, come the issues of life. Paul also enjoins us as Christians to focus here on all things that are true, that are honest, that are just, that are pure, that are lovely, that are of good report. If we all did that, of course, the world would be a better place than that which we find ourselves in. And if you focus on what the instruction that Paul has given, let's read what verse 9 says. He says, these things which you have learned and received and heard and seen in me, do, and the God of peace will be with you. Now, it's only the fool that will say there is no God. And the truth is, if God is with us, it is written, who can be against us? Romans 8 at verse 37. So when you have the proper focus, when you're riveted to the right values, you're bound to come up tops. That does not mean you wouldn't have challenges. But first and foremost, let your focus be on those things that are true, honest, just, pure, lovely, and of good report. And once you do that, believe you me, you can't go too far from the perfect will of God. Romans 12 at verse 2 enjoins us not to be conformed to the world, but to be transformed by the renewal of our minds. Renewal comes through what you focus on, what you habitually do, what values you keep as the core to your day-to-day living. What we want, in keeping with Romans 12 verse 2, is to do the good, acceptable, and perfect will of God. The truth should be one of our core values. In Proverbs 23:23, it says, buy the truth and sell it not. Jesus Christ himself said it in John 14:6, says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. In 2 Corinthians 13 verse 8, it says, for we can do nothing against the truth except for the truth. So beloved, as we have looked at a bit of scripture, as we have tried to encourage ourselves this day, focus on those things that are good, that are pure, that are true, that are of good report. And the God of peace will help us all. God bless you all.